nerds, welcome to Jerry Reacts. Today, we're going to react to Season 1, Episode 1 of Daredevil, Born Again, entitled Heaven's Half Hour. So if you're new here, feel free to subscribe for daily content. If there's a day, there's a reaction. Links in the description box down below for the Patreon, the stream, and everything in between. Jerry will do his best work behind the scenes in just a few moments. If you want to skip ahead into the actual recording of the episode portion, you're more than welcome to do so. Every episode will be over on Patreon. I thought it was one season, 23 episodes. It was going to like bleed out through the whole year, but it's only 9 episodes, and then we'll have more seasons. I don't remember when they announced they were going to change that, but it's neither here nor there. I'm excited because Daredevil's always been something, the Netflix show I watched on my own from season 1, 2, and 3, and then The Defenders I kind of watched while I was at work. I don't remember a whole lot about The Defenders, honestly. I watched it during work, and it wasn't, I don't know, it wasn't as good as everything else. I watched, obviously, Luke Cage and Iron Fist and Jessica Jones and those shows. So to get Charlie Cox and Vincent D'Onofrio and to get everybody else, Karen Page, almost said her actual name, it's gone now, she also played Laufey in God of War Ragnarok. To get all of these people back, the guy playing Foggy, names have left me, to get all these people back in Daredevil and to bring those Netflix people in. I don't remember the explanation for it, whether they were part of the snap or it's a different part of the multiverse, what have you. I don't care. I'm excited to finally get these people back, as well as John Bernthal as Punisher, and just get back into this. I remember being on vacation in Tennessee once, and everybody woke up and they wanted to go out for breakfast. And I said, nah. Daredevil came out last night. We went to bed early. I'm watching it. And I binged it right there on Netflix, and it was fucking beautiful. So I'm excited. That's the key factor here. I'm very excited for this. I hope you guys are too. I tried the red overhead light. It didn't look as good as the purple that I traditionally use, so I kept it as purple. Couldn't find the beanie that was Punisher on one side and Daredevil on the other, so we're sticking with the pink Jerry Bear hat. And yeah, for the YouTube portion, I'm gonna try to record these since they come out every Tuesday night. I'll try to get that up on Patreon on Wednesdays. If it takes a while to get edited and then accepted through YouTube, it'll either be uploaded on Wednesdays or Sundays for the remainder of the season as we watch this. So that's kind of your schedule moving forward for this. I'm going to shut up here in a second. This was the first Marvel shirt I could find, was the Avengers. And I want to see how all this ties in. And hopefully down the line, we'll get Charlie Cox again into another movie, even though he was already in Spider-Man. We can get him into maybe even a Spider-Man movie or a Secret Wars movie or something down the line, Doomsday, and just roll from there. So yeah, let's hop into it. We got an hour waiting. And again, every episode will be on Patreon, uncut, unedited, if you choose to support that way. If not, everything will be here for free. I'm going to go ahead and put Jerry behind the scenes. All right, let's watch. I wonder if they'll keep the same dope-ass intro Netflix had. Or they'll just come up with their own thing here. Maybe that's it. Is it supposed to be Matt opening his eyes? Because that's terrible. Shut up. We can adjust the episode for the second episode. Now, right now, it's pretty loud. If it's too loud, we can adjust it by the next one. So bear with me for this. Nelson Murdock Page. That boy, hold up. Look at Foggy, bro. Look. Oh, shit. He got a little clean cut. Got his little beard growing in.
Dark times indeed.
These Hell's Kitchen nostalgia is running pretty thin with you guys, you realize.
Nostalgia, reverence for the past, yet hope for the future.
Oh, that is some next level closing argument BS right there.
City finds other ways to protect itself.
Yes, it does. Josie's. Glad to see Josie's is still hustling and bustling. That little brief snippet there in New York. If you've never been to New York, I highly recommend to do so. It's just somewhere you should just visit. It's a cultural experience. It's kind of a culture shock in some extent too, to watch these rich people come out of these big fancy stores and step over the homeless people on the ground in Times Square. That's a fucking mindfuck in and of itself. But just the smell, and whether it's stinky or if it's the food, to go into the Nintendo store or to go see, the spot the Twin Towers were, or to just explore the city and check out the shops and avoid the panhandlers. I'm not really selling it too much, but it's just, it's a difference as soon as you step off the plane about where you are, and especially once you get to that Times Square area, and there's different parks in Central Park and different zoos and places you can go to, whether it's in the Bronx or whether it's in the Central Park Zoo. And all these places are just interesting and they're unique. And it's it's its own place, and the food's terrific. The museums are wonderful, and everything there is beautiful. That's where I got my girlfriend. So yeah, I mean, she's beautiful, and that's where she's from, and everything's just fucking dope, man. It's a good city. I love visiting. We go a few times a year, and every time is just awesome. So.
Why the hell are you quitting?
Hey, excuse me. It's called retirement.
It's quitting, and you know it.
I'm in a storefront because it's real. And I happen to like most of the people I represent.
All that experience. You're taking her off.
It is a good point. Like, you're dealing with real people. It doesn't get lost in the shuffle. It's real, down to earth people. Like that one, the old lady they helped in the first season. And they were up there in her little apartment. It's good stuff.
Streets.
I do know that the guy playing White Tiger passed away, which is unfortunate. In real life, the White Tiger card in Marvel Snap is really dope to make light of that horrible situation. So rest in peace. I don't know his name, but it's cool to see White Tiger in some sort of Marvel entity.
Jerry, may you be in heaven a full half hour, for the devil knows you're dead.
May you be in heaven a full half hour before the devil knows you're dead. There's your heaven's half hour. I ain't never heard that before, but that's a cold-blooded bar.
He does not have the game for Kirsten Duffy.
Hey, that's rude, man.
Dare you?
Yeah.
Underestimate our flock.
I'm not underestimating her.
You get soft in public service.
I love their friend group, man. Look at this. I think that's one thing I like about Daredevil from the Netflix version is just it's if you take away the superhero part, like just them running a law firm himself is already amazing. And seeing Matt come back in Spider-Man and in She-Hulk and those things is just, it's just good to see him. And now it's good to see the rest of the group, just to know that they're still out here just kicking it.
Can't understand it.
Damn, he focused that shit in. That was sick. Just to hear everything muffling around him and the juices and the bar flow and the glass clinking and just, oh, fire. Oh, paperclip. I feel like it's a little more complicated than that, but pop off. Oh, shit. Oh, it's Bullseye. Oh, fuck. Look at the gloves, dude. You can see the target on it. I really do not remember what the... I remember him getting injured in that third season, but I don't remember his ultimate fate. I think the main thing I'm remembering from the finale is just Matt beating the shit out of Kingpin in his apartment. I don't even know if that was the finale or not, but it's up there in my brain.
Maybe I didn't want to give you an excuse.
I understand him. Didn't want to give him the excuse to go out there and be the devil. He just went suited up just like that, baby. Oh, that is the Netflix music. Oh, I got cold chills.
What's going on? Are you okay?
Fuck, he wanted to...
Horrendous use of CGI, by the way, but we're just going to bypass that.
No,
He's a sick fuck, man. With him being able to glide around with his little things, though, it really makes me wish that they would just pull the trigger and put him in those Spider-Man PlayStation games. Because this law firm is around the corner.
He said someone's looking.
Oh! 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 What the fuck? Karen pulled out a fucking gun, bro. Oh. I don't know if I got stabbed. Why did it like that fight with CGI too a little bit? Again, I don't care about that. I'm just asking. And you know Matt can hear that shit. He can hear Foggy. Oh! Isn't it crazy that Colin Farrell played a phenomenal Bullseye? I think personally he's just a twisted fuck in general and a great Penguin. Like, kudos to him. Sorry, just random thought, but. Okay, you done put that boy in a hallway. He got hit in the head with a cabbage. Bro, Matt is covered in blades. You're looking a little thicker too, son. Why? Why not just use real fighting? I don't. It's clearly a lot of blue screen. It's going to sound really nitpicky and really negative for a second. That's a lot of blue screen happening, and it looks really artificial. And I will die on the hill that actual like prosthetics and actual like, there's a word I'm looking for. It's left me. It's better than this. Like to use those actual like puppets and to use the actual settings and to build the settings is crazy, man. Like, look at that. He's not actually doing that. And if he is, why'd they go over top of it? You could see where it's actually them now. But there's, maybe it's because they're on a blue screen? Oh, they're up there. Oh, Foggy can't. Foggy's literally dying. Holy shit. There you go. Now see, that's real people. Look how much better those punches used.
Jesus Christ!
Why?
Oh shit. Hey, dude, I don't remember Daredevil or Bullseye being fucking hardwired like it. Damn, from the trailer, the drop in the mask. And the fucking D right where the horn goes. They've already removed the bodies. You could see where Foggy was and where Bullseye was. He got up and walked away. Oh, Deborah Ann Wool. There we go. God, I have cold chills running up and down my body. Because now the city's all just like, it's like a little statue. The blood's not running through. It's crumbling. That didn't look as good as everything else. But, oh, shit, dude. That theme, that intro is fire. You about to start singing? What do tigers dream of when they take a little tiger snooze? Do they dream of mauling zebras or Halle Berry in her Catwoman suit? Well, don't you worry, your pretty striped hair. We're gonna get you back to Tyson and your cozy tiger bed. And then we're gonna find our best friend Doug, and then we're gonna give him our best friend hug. Doug, ow, Doug, Dougie. But if he's been murdered by crystal meth tweakers, well then we're shit out of luck. Doop. He actually did die. Like that was real. I felt now that the intro and stuff's over, we'll talk about the opening just for a minute, because there is still 40 minutes left. But you can feel the heavy weight of the emotion in the scene, and with Karen crying, and I felt the emotion behind my eyeballs to drive the tears. And I feel like if I just would have rewatched, I was trying to rewatch the first 3 seasons, and maybe the Defenders, probably not the Defenders, but the first 3 seasons of Daredevil to get back into this. I watched maybe the first 7, 8 episodes. Maybe it was the first 7, I think. I think if I would have rewatched them all and then experienced that, I think it would have hurt a lot more. But it's been a while since I've watched these people be together, but you just took a core element from them. And that's gut-wrenching. Fuck, dude. I couldn't imagine losing my best friend. And I can't even focus because they just served him a piece of provolone mozzarella cheese and 1 asparagus. Oh, that's definitely Kingpin. You can tell by his hands. That boy on a strict diet, huh? Was that chicken parm? Maybe it's chicken with a piece of egg over top of it. Man, I always see this painting. That looks like that dude that went viral not too long ago with the long white hair staring into the fucking crowd while he's singing. The grief and the pain of his son dying. Yeah. Here come Big Daddy, bro. Hear the heavy footsteps. Yup. I like that he grabbed a black suit, same as Matt did, though. Just saying. Oh, it's a gray suit. Never mind. A little dark. Still got his little finger twitches. Buddy in the tracksuit. I wonder if he's a part of the track. Those people that was with Echo. I would like to point out that I haven't watched Echo, and I don't know if that's a mistake on my part or not. The BB report.
I'm BB Urich. Can I ask you some questions about this?
Ben Urich. So that was the girl that was with talking to Foggy that night. So that means Karen has also left the.
I just wanted to catch you alone.
No, really.
I wonder when this takes place between. Okay, is this after No Way Home? Is this after She-Hulk? Obviously, it has to be after Hawkeye and Echo. So I'm just curious where in the timeline we're at.
I'm all right.
That's fucking crazy. Survive, man. I just want to put that out in the ether.
As you know, I've stood in this court many times.
So I guess Cherry just kind of waived the fact of who he is. Like he just like, oh, it's Matt. Secret safe with me, buddy. He retired.
Justice, the court can't punish this man. And I urge you to do so.
It's hard to put yourself in that position because it's what is the right amount to punish somebody there. One could yell out death sentence. It's not up to us to play judge, jury, and executioner. His friend's dead. Sometimes giving somebody the death sentence is an easy way out. But if you put him in prison, he has the tools and the knowledge and the abilities to get out. And really the thing that should be done. It's fucking life. Can you do lifetime solitary confinement in a padded room? Slide his food through a tray. He doesn't get to interact or see humans. Keep his room pitch black. Fuck, something. Make him suffer, man. I don't know.
To the fullest extent the law allows.
Or just, yeah, put a bullet in his head. Either way, shit. I'm okay with it.
Thank you, Ron.
Thank you, Mr. Murdock. Mr. Poindexter, if you would like to respond, I will allow that before sentencing.
I forgot his fuck ass name was Poindexter.
Say, Your Honor.
You have
They do have his fucking hands locked up, though.
been convicted
Damn, they had a Benny, a Ben, and a Benjamin.
of 11 counts of murder and I sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole for each count to be served consecutively.
Did you see how happy Matt was?
I should grab a cup of coffee or something.
I don't think so, Matt. I don't really want to do that.
She broke out she went to San Francisco. She was gone. And she doesn't want to.
That's funny, huh?
You didn't talk to me for weeks.
There it is.
Halfway out. Take some. Okay. Okay. No, I don't want to do this. I came for Foggy, and I.
I think you need to do that. I think you all need to do what you're doing.
No, Karen, please don't. Please don't. Can you just wait for 5 minutes?
I found this at Josie's. I thought you might want it.
Ah, the tip of his
Take care of yourself, Matt.
tip of his fucking horn. That boy's a chopping fool, man. I wonder if the nurse will be here too, Ahsoka. I wonder if she'll show up. But man, it's to have a tragedy happen and lose your friend, and now your other friend from that triangle, from that trio, is now on the outs. She tried to get in contact with him from the context we just got, but he had to probably isolate himself after all that. So there's nothing. Like, there's no communication. She leaves and has to leave New York and go to San Francisco, and it's you just lost it. You lost two friends at once, man. You lost two fucking friends at once. And you want to have that conversation, you know, old lovers and friends and whatever have you. Like, you want to have that, and you can't. That's just fucking, it's soul. It's like somebody just reached in and just was grabbing your just soul, man, and tugging on it. It's terrible.
Good evening, New York. My name is Wilson Fisk.
Ooh. He said the fuck it is. Whose name's Wilson what? That fucking burnt your biscuits, man. He knows his ass would win. That's even more defeating. I don't remember, but did he not come to light as this underground boss or anything? Like, is this not a... People, are they not aware of this?
Interesting.
That's how I get started, bro.
Why would anyone vote for Fisk? He's a crook.
Hey, them $1 slice of pizza joints in New York go fucking hard. Two Brothers, One Pizza. It's just called Two Brothers Pizza, but that fucking place, phenomenal.
Oh, really?
Don't be trying to hook up with her now, Matt. You know how you are, you suave mother brother.
When she was at the district attorney's office.
Huh. She didn't mention it. Yeah, I faced off against her a few times myself. I guess you could say we went from adversaries to partners. So look, why not jump right in and ask, what are you looking for in legal representation?
Excuse me?
What are you hoping Murdock and McDuffie...
Your girl trying to hook her up with Matt, and Matt thinks it's for legal work.
...do for the lawyer?
Wow. Yep, set y'all up, bro.
I can't believe she did that.
Y'all can both help each other. Or just sleep with each other. Who gives a shit?
Hey, she did. The lawyer from the kitchen's got good tasting sandwiches. Where did you go to high school?
Xavier University. Is that really where he went? Look at them hitting it off. Hey, they're like, you know, he can't even see what I look like. And he's out here charming as a son-bitch. He's handsome. He got a nice little beard. You know, he got a cute smile. Well, I'll tell you, Matt Murdock is undefeated when it comes to dating. Oh. Granted, they don't all work out. But the brother's still shooting and scoring.
Hey.
All right, you can text me a number. Just so I can apologize for your inappropriate behavior.
You didn't get her number when you was at the coffee shop, bro? She gave you the layup. She did the Dwayne Wade to LeBron dunk with you, and you still didn't get a number? You just sat there and talked about sandwiches and Xavier University?
Yeah.
All right. Her little chuckle.
No, let it go.
What?
Thanks.
What's Cherry's role in all this now, since he's his investigator? That's what I want to know. Like, what? Since he knows who Matt is, he knows he's the devil. Where does it go? And are we going to get the reveal anytime soon about BB and her relationship to Ben? I feel like he died. I feel like he did. I feel like I remember very distinctly, but I could also be making that up. So.
Well, it's been some time, hasn't it?
Yes.
God damn! Look at him face to face.
Wondering if we could have a little chat.
Oh, that'd be so exciting. I'd be that lady right there bouncing up and down. I know y'all can't see me pointing to her, but
I'd be delighted.
Thank you.
I tried to mentor someone, but... Well, that's the closest I've come.
Didn't she
talking about Echo? Yeah.
shoot you in the face?
Yeah. He hears. Yeah. Yeah.
Younger generation, what can we do?
Oh, hearing them laugh is crazy. It's wholesome.
It's over.
Well, tragedy can transform a man. About your friend.
Condolences.
I had nothing to do with his death. I kept that promise.
Answer me this.
I love this conversation more than I can tell you all.
Shake the feeling that you're gaming the system.
Things are not good out there. You can see that, can't you?
Yes, you can.
It's always been.
Weird lens flares.
Why did you stop being a vigilante?
Just a direct question, bro. And I know people in the fucking restaurant can hear y'all having this conversation. Jesus.
But you should know I was also raised to believe in retribution.
He's a Catholic
So
man.
Step out of line.
A man of faith.
I will be there.
You take one step out of line, big dog. Me and you. One more again. Mano y mano.
This caution that you're giving me. Who's it from?
Ooh, Matt Murdock?
Matt Murdock
or the Daredevil? I love his smile.
The rule of law will prevail. And should you go back to any of your old activities, there will be consequences.
You know what makes me so happy about it? I'm not going to tolerate people running around in silly little costumes. we know Matt Murdock has interacted with Spider-Man in New York to help him, right? In No Way Home, which one already was fucking incredible, right? Great cameo. Fisk becoming the mayor, as long as that doesn't change, means that I get a potential. I can't say Peter Parker because these people don't know Peter Parker exists. I potentially get Spider-Man versus Kingpin. That interaction is, or Spider-Man and Kingpin, or Spider-Man and Daredevil versus Kingpin. These people helped save New York in 2012 during the Avengers. You don't want them running around in little costumes? That's so many more people than just Matt. And I know the show sounds isolated if you just watch this into thinking he's talking directly to Matt. But you also have the Defenders who are probably still in this universe. You have all the New York superheroes. You have Doctor Strange who's over on Bleecker Street, right? Like, it, you know, in the Sanctum Sanctorum. It's going to be kind of hard to enforce that there, Mr. Fisk. He's keeping that on him, the memorial of Foggy. He's keeping that in his chest
Tuck
Oh.
coat.
is a coffee date, but
I'm so sorry. I just fell. You okay?
yeah,
Sorry.
scared me. It's all good.
Sorry. Let's get out of here.
He's just smooth with it, man. Again, he's suave, he's smooth. I just fell a little bit, moved you out of harm's way, put my hands up on you. You okay? She's like, I'm fine, Mr. Murdock. 53%.
My fellow citizens, tonight you have ushered in a new dawn.
Oh, a musical journey through the most important events in a lifetime. Rogers the musical. Rogers is a soaring, smashing, flying, fighting musical triumph. So see, that shit's still going on.
This is not good.
What?
I can't stand it when Kirsten's right.
We have a long road ahead of us.
They're kind of cute together, I'm not gonna lie. Hey, bro, what about you and old She-Hulk? You both agreed that was just a one time? All right. Because he was hanging out with her family dinner. So what the fuck's that about? They'll probably just be like, he left with no call, blah, blah, blah. He's so awkward. That's crazy because that painting right there, I saw pictures of this before they even released the first trailer when they were filming it. And of course, it's one of the times we weren't in New York to be able to take a picture with this painting that was left up there for a while. I like the red light on him. The white, the smoke in the background. I don't really care for that song. They're gonna do a next episode. Okay. Matt Murdock gives up the mask. Wilson Fisk has his sights set to new heights. I like that. Him being on top of the building, looking down at Matt in a position of power. He has the high ground in that moment to kind of flex his muscles. The white behind Matt and the red light on him. It's a very traumatizing, emotional first episode to come out the gates. But it's kind of slow paced at times, but you put Matt in a new relationship. You have Karen Page out, Foggy killed by Bullseye life in prison. I don't think it's the last we'll see him. Matt attempts to kill Bullseye, but somehow he lives. I know he had some serum or something put in him. Fisk sets out to be a mayor, and he does genuinely, to the naked ears, sound like he would be for the people. He sounds like he would be a good, reasonable dude. And it's just, we know it's not the case. We know what Matt knows, that he's trying to game the system. And Matt there's a reason he's keeping Foggy close to his chest. We still haven't seen anything from the White Tiger yet, which is going to be a big issue here, even though we know Fisk wants to crack down on people dressed in silly little costumes, running around, doing whatever they want. We know eventually Matt has to become Daredevil again. It's the whole born again thing they're doing. I think the only real negative to this opening episode is the use of CGI in fighting. They did the same thing, or a personal plane. It looked like it was coming at me for a second. I had to put my glasses on to see what the fuck was happening. It looked like, anyways, is the CGI in the fighting with him and Bullseye? I wish that would have lasted a little longer, showing more of the fight. I love the camera panning, just like they did in the Netflix series. I like following all of that. It was great. But the awkwardness of the movements and stuff, you can tell is just not actually them doing it until it actually was them doing it. They did the same thing as She-Hulk when he was fighting and flipping around, which looked ugly then. Doesn't look any better now. the blue screen, green screen, whatever they used for the actual set for the rooftop was not as good, which is weird because everything they did with Mandalorian and that blue screen setup always looked amazing. So I don't know why they didn't do a similar thing here for this. But that's a small knock. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. It just looked a little weird. It takes it away for some people, myself included. But the purpose is the story, and the story is interesting. I don't know if he's going to be able to set free. We have to mend this relationship between Matt and Karen. We have to, whatever's going on with McDuffie and setting them up and how that law firm's going to work and figure out how Cherry plays a role in this and this new love interest of this therapist. If the She-Hulk thing comes back around, if it's, you know, if it's ever mentioned again. Heaven's Half Hour. He gives up the mask as an 8.6 rating. Obviously came out March 4th of 2025, just a couple of weeks ago. This girl's name is Heather Glenn. I don't know if she plays anybody at all. I know the girl that plays Vanessa Fisk played Landon Kirby's mother in Legacies, and she also played Laura Vaughn in Man of Steel, which was pretty cool. Yeah, Selah Shalin, I think was Selah. Was that her name in Legacies? So I wish she would have, you know, did a little more in that show, but that's neither here nor there. Some of the trivia for it: Netflix series leads Deborah Ann Wool and Eldon Henson, who play Karen Page and Falky Nelson respectively, were not originally confirmed to be a part of Born Again, with Wool claiming on Twitter that she had not been contacted by Marvel one way or the other. Following the creative overhaul, they were both set to reprise their roles, along with Wilson Bethel as the antagonist, Bullseye. Sandrine Holt was set to replace that lady as Wilson Fisk during the initial version of Born Again. However, fan criticism over the recasting and the show's creative overhaul led to the return. The show originally went with production with Matt Corman and Chris Ord attached as head writers. The show was planned to be a soft reboot of the Netflix series with a comparatively lighter tone and an episodic structure. 6 of the 18 episodes were shot prior to executive reviewing the footage and feeling the series wasn't working. In September of 2023, the show was announced to be getting a creative relaunch, with all them people and the director being let go. A writer from Netflix's The Punisher was then hired as the new showrunner. Moon Knight and Loki Season 2 director Justin Benson and Aaron Moorhead were then hired to direct the remaining episodes. Some of the previous work is planned to be retooled to fit the new serialized structure, hearkening to the Netflix series' darker tone and established storylines. A new pilot episode and 2 additional episodes for the first half were also written to better establish a new direction. Whenever Matt is tempted to become Daredevil again, a red light shines on him. This is the most obvious in the final scene, when he hears someone calling for help and the entire right half of his body is illuminated in red. The light is flickering and pulsating, symbolizing his reluctance to return to that lifestyle. During the same scene, Fisk has a white light shining on him, symbolizing a potential return as Kingpin, which is exactly what I was saying was happening with that final shot. So I think it's going to be a lot of back and forth. I wouldn't mind more court cases, more of that stuff. I'm curious when we'll actually reach a point where we get John Bernthal back, when he goes to reach out to him to get his attention. But yeah, it's just a crazy turn of events, man. It's all crazy. It's a wild way to kick off the show right off the rip. And I don't know how we come back from that. I don't know. It's emotional. I'm waiting to see how this goes. Obviously, Daredevil and Kingpin's a big thing, but we also have White Tiger. We have MCU implications because we've seen Wilson Fisk in 2 shows now, in Hawkeye and the mentioned Echo I haven't watched. We've seen Daredevil in a movie, Spider-Man No Way Home, as a brief appearance as just Matt Murdock, who's a really good lawyer. And of course, we saw him in She-Hulk. So if this leads to these characters in some way, shape, form, not Kingpin, but definitely Daredevil, being in Doomsday and Secret Wars, I think that'd be pretty badass. So we will leave it there. Again, you guys will see this either on a Wednesday or a Sunday. I have 2 more episodes I have to watch. The next, of course, being entitled Optics, and the one that just came out is entitled The Hollow of His Hand, which is definitely a lot of religious things mentioned here because, again, Matt is Catholic, even though he kind of gave up on religion. I think in that 2nd or 3rd season, I don't have the dates correct in my mind, but still. So thank you guys for hanging out for this very long first episode. I hope you've enjoyed. I'll leave you links and everything in the description box down below. Playlist up on screen. As always, stay cute, stay hydrated, and I will catch you on the next one.